Steps to retiring with GEPF effortlessly. The Government Employees Pension Fund, GEPF, is Africa's largest pension fund. It has more than 1.2 million active members, more than 450,000 pensioners and beneficiaries, and assets worth more than 2.3 trillion rands. GEPF was first established in May of 1996 with a consolidation of various public sector funds. The fund's main purpose is to manage and administer pensions and other benefits for government employees in South Africa. It is a great way for the South African government to take care of its employees and to give the members and pensioners peace of mind about their financial security after retirement. The benefits of retiring with the GEPF. You may be tempted to switch to a private pension fund. It is important to note that if you wish to include life cover, a spousal pension or funeral cover, a portion of your contribution in a private fund goes to paying these premiums. When you retire with the GEPF, the following are your benefits. Guaranteed income. For members with more than 10 years of service, GEPF provides a guaranteed income for life, with a 50% pension for a spouse should the main member pass away first. As the GEPF does not have to pay retail prices for annuities, it is able to get better value for our members. The first 5 years of the annuity are guaranteed, which means if the member passes away before then, beneficiaries still receive a benefit, and the GEPF guarantees an annual pension increase each year at 75% of inflation. Spousal pension. If a member passes away before retirement and has at least 10 or more years of pensionable service or unexpired period of service, the spouse receives a once-off lump sum, death and service gratuity, as well as monthly pension equal to 50% of the annuity the member would have received had the member retired on their date of death. This is a lifelong pension and does not stop if the spouse remarries. If the member has less than 10 years service, the value of the pension fund will be paid out to his or her beneficiaries and/or dependents. If the spouse was a dependent on the medical aid, the spouse is entitled to a medical benefit. Child pension. Up to the age of 22, a child is entitled to up to a maximum of 25% of the benefit, depending on the number of children. If there is a spouse receiving 50%, the remaining 50% would be divided by the number of children. If there is one child, that child would receive 25%. If there are 3 children, each child receives 16.67%. In the case where there is no spouse, each child receives a maximum of 25% unless there are more than 4 children. Funeral benefits. Members and spouses receive a funeral benefit of 15,000 Rand. Children receive 6,000 Rand. Be aware, unscrupulous advisors are trying to get GEPF members to resign from the scheme before retirement so they can place their funds in a market-linked pension preservation fund. They use fear tactics, telling members that their funds will be stolen or mismanaged by the government. What underlies these mistruths is the desire to get their hands on members' significant fund values on which they can earn commission. GEPF has launched its retirement member campaign and is rolling it out to all its members who are nearing retirement. The aim of the campaign is to educate members close to normal retirement age about the steps and timelines involved in the retirement process. When you have decided to retire from work, you need to submit all required forms and supporting documents to your employer for submission to GEPF to process your application on time. It is advisable to start your application for retirement between 3 to 6 months before the date at which you want to retire. Give yourself time because there is some preparation you need to do first. Many members wait until a month before they retire to start this process, which delays the payout of their benefits. 3 to 6 months allows the employer enough time to gather all the necessary documents and forward them to GEPF, and allows sufficient time for the GEPF to process your documents. Members with less than 10 years of pensionable service will receive a once-off lump sum or gratuity that is calculated based on a formula. There is no monthly pension. If you have more than 10 years of pensionable service, you will receive a gratuity as well as a monthly pension or annuity. When a GEPF pensioner dies, his or her spouse is entitled to receive 50% of the monthly pension that the member would have received. If you would like to increase the monthly pension that will be paid to your spouse from 50% to an enhanced spouse pension, which is equivalent to 75% of your monthly annuity upon your death, you must do so when you retire. To increase your spouse's pension to 75%, you must reduce either the gratuity or annuity by completing an Enhanced Spouse Pension ESP1 form. GEPF also pays a non-contributory funeral benefit when a member's spouse, or a member's child passes away. This benefit is 15,000 Rand for the funeral of a member or pensioner, or for a member or pensioner's spouse or life partner. For the funeral of an eligible child of a member or pensioner, the benefit is 6,000 Rand. The funeral benefit is paid out as a cash lump sum and is taxable. It can be paid into a bank account or via the post office. If a member resigns rather than retires, the member transfers all their benefits away from the GEPF and consequently loses all their benefits with the fund. This means they will not receive GEPF's funeral benefits, any government medical subsidy if they qualify, and any pension increases that the fund provides to pensioners. GEPF members retiring before the age of 60 will need an approval letter from their employers, but obtaining this letter shouldn't be a problem at all. All the required documents are obtainable from your HR department as well as on the GEPF website at www.gepf.co.za. The first form needed is the Z102. This is the withdrawal from fund applications form, better known as the exit request. Your HR department will also have to co-sign your Z583 medical subsidy form. All members need to complete this form if they are the principal member of a medical scheme on the date of retirement. Finally, you will need to complete the medical choice and retirement choice forms. The medical choice form is applicable if you have 15 years of service and do not want to continue the current medical scheme. This will be used to determine the once-off benefit paid directly to you. Please note that you must have been on a medical scheme continuously for 12 months before you retire. You must also have been the principal member of the medical scheme when you retire. The other form you'll need to include with your application is the Z894 Updating of Bank Particulars form. This will need to be completed and stamped by your bank. This helps GEPF make sure that your pension money is paid to the right person. Next, you'll need to provide a certified copy of your barcoded ID or Smart ID card. The certification stamp needs to be original and shouldn't be older than 6 months. If you are married, your certified marriage certificate has to be submitted with your application. If you do not have a marriage certificate, you can submit a lobola letter or 3 affidavits from both families stating that you are married. Your latest payslip and your proof of service termination, also known as the personal printout, may be required. Your employer will have this on record. And finally, the proof of admission date. This can be found on your payslip, or you might need to produce other proof. Before you retire, sort out any tax issues with SARS to make the process run as smoothly as possible. Remember that your complete application has to be submitted to your employer, not to GEPF. Once the GEPF receives your exit documents, you will receive a notification via SMS or email. If the GEPF picks up any error on the exit forms, you will receive a notification via SMS or email that your forms have been returned to HR to correct the error. If you would like to get more information from GEPF regarding the process and requirements of retiring, you can visit any of the GEPF regional offices or refer to our website www.gepf.co.za. GEPF makes sure that all funds in their safekeeping are responsibly invested and accounted for, and that benefits are paid out to members efficiently, accurately, and on time. If you know the steps, your retirement application will run smoothly. Need help or more information? Call our toll-free number on 0800 117 669 or visit any GEPF office close to you.